Roads in Michigan almost always feel like they are under construction, and tonight at 10 we'll take an in-depth look at the state of our roads. But first, a preview of our coverage. In 2020, the State Transportation Commission approved Governor Whitmer's Rebuilding Michigan program. However, that funding is ending, and lawmakers are looking to negotiate a new roadmap for what comes next. Our Eileen Gould breaks down the options.
Similar price tags for similar proposals, the common ground a rarity for Democrats and Republicans. Both parties agree that continuing to fix the roads is a priority, while disagreeing on some of the specifics to do just that.
I'm proud of the work that we've done on key highways and bridges with my Rebuilding Michigan bond plan, but we are facing a major funding cliff.
As one funding source ends, lawmakers on both sides of the aisle say Michigan roads need more funding. During her Road Ahead address back in January, Governor Gretchen Whitmer called on both Republicans and Democrats.
To my friends in the GOP, fixing the roads in a sustainable way means looking for new, fair sources of revenue. We can't just cut our way to better roads. My fellow Democrats, fiscally responsible cuts will need to be a part of the solution too.
More than a month later, Michiganders have two proposals, one from the governor and another from Republican House Speaker Matt Hall.
Now we see her plan. We agree on half of it.
Governor Gretchen Whitmer's My Road Ahead plan will raise an overall $4.12 billion while investing $3 billion in roads. Some line items: $1 billion specifically for local roads and $250 million for transit projects. Republican House Speaker Matt Hall's plan costs $3.145 billion.
And the plans that I'm putting forward now are to fix those local roads, the ones that make the biggest impact with the people that we represent.
Both plans aim to make $500 million in other budget cuts, and both want to dedicate all taxes paid at the pump to road funding without raising costs for you. Currently, some of those taxes don't go toward roads. They go to the state's general fund and the school aid fund. Both sides agree that needs to change, and while their approaches are different, both say they have proposals to keep school funding untouched. Now, when it comes to funding the rest, that's where we see some differences.
The issue isn't the money. The issue is priorities. And how do you grow government by 43% and still not fix the roads? It's because they're spending it on the wrong things.
For Speaker Hall's plan, he proposes redirecting $2.2 billion in funds from corporate income tax payments to roads. Right now, most of those funds are used to incentivize businesses operating in Michigan.
And I'm saying we get there by taking the money from the corporations and prioritizing roads. I see that we can get there without raising taxes.
Meanwhile, the governor says she would target very large companies such as Facebook, Amazon, and X to pay more. Her goal is to get $1.7 billion in revenue.
So to all my partners in the legislature, let's get back to the negotiating table and hammer out a bipartisan deal to get this done in 2025.
At this point, it's not clear what that negotiating timeline looks like, but lawmakers will have to reach a deal, draft legislation, and get it passed by both chambers before Governor Whitmer can sign new road funding into law. We may also hear more details during the governor's State of the State address, scheduled for Wednesday, February 26th. For now, in studio, Eileen Gould, Fox 17 News.